That evening, he came with his friend. He came with his friend and he came to my parents' house and he said, I want better for us to travel out. And I said, no, I'm not going because he didn't tell me the reason why we are traveling out. And he said, I want both of us to travel. And I said, no. Then my mom said no too. Then he was insisting that we travel out. I was still standing on my no, and not too long, SARS came in and DSS came in.
Wait, let me know it. Hold on, please. Because I have to ask you questions so I got because I want us to understand your story very well.
Okay.
Now, it is very rare for a Nigerian woman looking for a better future. It is very rare that a man, not just a man, even if it's your boyfriend, that comes and say, babe, let's travel, that will say no. And if your husband comes and say, my wife, let's travel, how can you say no? Why? Because that's area, for me, I don't believe that.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, why I said no was
Yeah.
because I don't even know what he do for a living as a wife. That's why I said no. I stayed with him, and he only told me he worked in an oil company. That's what he told my parents. But it was later on. It was after the traveling and not traveling. That's when the SAT people took him, and I discovered that he was a chef.
Hold on. How long were you married before you got pregnant?
Yeah, I got married to him. I told you, 6th of November,
Yes.
2016.
2016. Then
Yes.
when did you get pregnant?
Yeah, within that period.
Within that 2016, you
Yeah.
got pregnant.
Yeah, I got pregnant. Yeah.
Okay, but you knew him before you got married as friends.
Yeah, I knew him as friends.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
at this point, you didn't know anything what he was doing and where he was working.
No, I don't know anything what he does for a living.
Okay. He came to your home and paid your dowry, which is traditional marriage.
Yeah.
And you don't know what he's doing.
No. Even my parents don't even know what he do for a living.
So what did he say that this is my job?
He told my parents that he worked in an oil company.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he told my parents. Because my dad even insists. My dad was asking him, and he said the same thing again and again. He never told any of us that he's a chef.
Okay.
To a DSS. He never told my parents, never told my dad, nor my mom. What he told them was, what I just told you was, like he told them that he worked in an oil company. That's what he told them. And seriously, my mom and my dad was like, because even when he came, I never have interest getting married. I never even want to marry him. Even when he told me about the marriage, I told him I'm not ready to marry. I want to go to school, and that's what I have in mind. But my parents was insisting. Yesterday, my mom even brought pastors to pray to tell you how serious it was. My mom brought pastor. The pastor said, "I'm possessed."
Okay, to pray for you to
Yeah,
agree.
to agree to marry the man.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, the pastor said I'm possessed. After the whole prayer and the rest, he came. I was even mobbing when he came. To tell you that I was mobbing when he came with these people to pay the dowry. To pay the dowry. I was
in the
mobbing.
village or
No,
in Abuja?
in Abuja, in my father's house.
So you guys did not go to the village to trace his home?
No, my parents never do so.
Ah, wait, your parents are alive?
Yeah, they are still
and
alive till now.
they did not go to the village. So you guys don't know his home in the village?
No, nobody knows him. Even my mom, my dad.
Guys, I don't know how people do marriage today because you cannot meet a man on the streets in the city and then you get married. You need to do your homework. Because this is very strange to me that you on your own did not just move in with this man. Your parents took dowry from him and no one knows his roots to know where he's from.
No, man. Nobody, not even my dad, not even my mom.
Anyway, continue.
Okay. After I was mobbing when he came here with his people, and my mom told me, leave your mobbing, go and dress up. It's your traditional marriage.
You didn't know that was your traditional
I
marriage?
don't even know it was my traditional marriage because he just came in. I told you I wasn't even support of it. And I wasn't even prepared for it. I was mobbing our house when he came in with his people. My mom
So what
said,
did you wear
I was wearing my normal house clothes.
for on the day of the traditional marriage?
Yes, I was mopping the house.
I know. So when your
he
mom
came.
said go and dress up, what did you now put on?
No, there was a sewing cloth they gave me, a white cloth that they gave me to wear.
This
Yeah.
is sounding very, very strange. Seriously speaking. How old are you?
Now I'm 27. When
So after that time you were
I was 20,
22?
22, yeah, 23, 24.
Wait, your parents not only forced you into getting married according to your story.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
But the day of the wedding you didn't even know.
Yeah, I was not aware of it. It was even my neighbor that gave me earring to put on and the necklace.
What's the name of your neighbor?
Mommy Gift, the next room, but she's no longer with us.
Okay.
Like where we stayed, where we did the traditional marriage, the next room, the woman was the one that gave me her jewelry and her earring here to put on.
Anyway, so the traditional marriage went on successfully?
Yes, it went on successfully. And after the traditional marriage, he was insisting that he's not going to court marriage, the other white wedding, that he wants his wife.
So after the marriage, you guys moved to his house.
Yes, I moved to his house.
And then you got pregnant.
Yeah, I got pregnant. Not too long.
Not too long.
Yeah.
Now, in between this period, you guys were not talking for you to know, like he goes to work in the morning and come back in the evening?
No, actually, just we're talking. But if I ask him, it's still the same answer. He'll tell you that he works in oil company. Because sometimes like he brings money to the house.
How much money?
Like there was a day he brought a bag and he told me to count it. It was 100,000 naira bunch. And he said I should count. I asked him where did he get the money from. And he told me that his meeting people gave him money to keep. He never told me. He told me it was this meeting people.
So how much was the money?
Altogether was 500,000.
As at that time?
Yeah.
And at this point, you were not suspecting anything?
No, I was not. I was not. Because somehow I suspected because I was like, if the money was from his missing people, the money is huge. But I said no, I don't want to put mouth in anything that concerns him. As long as he told me he's meeting people, I believe him.
How often was he bringing money home like this?
It was once. It was once because he saw my mood. It was once.
Okay, so what happened? Did you try to find out, or you were happy? Oh, my husband got plenty money, and then did he give you some money too?
No, he didn't give me anything. He didn't give me anything.
Okay.
He just after counting the money, he took the money. He said he wanted to drop it in the bank. That is for the meeting people. And after that one, he went to work the next day and came back with a laptop and gave me the laptop. He said that the laptop is for me. I said, wow, thank you. Because as then I wasn't mature. I've never dated someone before to know like the good and the thing inside of it.
Were you a virgin when you got married to him?
No, I was not.
Okay.
I was not. Like when he gave me the laptop, I told him thank you. I was happy to collect the laptop. Then after that week, the next week, he collected the laptop from me. I was like, why? He said that he wanted to sell the laptop to get money for us. I said, okay. I gave him back his laptop. The same week he collected the laptop, was the same week he told me, he drove me back to my father's house and told me to wait in my father's house that he would come and carry me. Yeah, then I was pregnant. And I was in my father's house when he came. And my mom and my dad were scared. Because even as my dad was, even when I got married, my dad said his spirits were like telling him something, but he don't know. Like he just confused. He's having the wrong sign concerning him. Like after we sat down, I saw my dad and I told them everything. My dad said, okay. My mom said I should stay in the family house. Then he will come and pick me. He didn't come for some weeks. The third week, that's when he came in and he said to me, we are traveling. All of a sudden, I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to travel. and he said to me that we are traveling, that he has already prepared the visa, that we are traveling. And I called my mom. Immediately I put a call to my mom, and my mom rushed over. And he told my mom, "Mom said I'm not going anywhere." We are there and they were like talking about it. Then the SARS came in.
When you mean SARS, what is SARS?
Um,
For some people that are watching from somewhere else, because what is SARS?
security, security agent. I don't know the
Okay,
full
so
name.
they are security agency in Nigeria.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am. They came in with DSS.
DSS?
Yeah. The man that worked with my late husband's bus as a security is a DSS.
Wait, your little one was a security?
No, the man that worked with him, that worked with his like my late husband's boss. Yeah, the man that came there with the sacks.
Yes.
Yeah, was my their how am I going to say? He's a security to their bus.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the man came in and said everybody lie down. I was shocked like
They came to your mom's house?
Yes, that everybody should lie
Your
down.
husband was there too?
Yeah.
Okay.
They said everybody should lie down. He wanted to run and they grabbed him and they took us to their office, the SACS office here. They took us here and they asked me question. I said I don't know. Serious, I don't know. Like as they were asking me question, not too long they brought a lady. They say the lady is a lady to the DSS. That is the sister to the DSS.
Okay.
Then I told me that he already approached the lady that is going to marry her. And I was pregnant then. I was confused because all of those things I was lost in it because I don't even know what he do for a living. I was shocked when they even arrested me. And the DSS was like, the saxman was like, "Do you know that your husband worked with the DSS as a chef?" I said, "I don't know. I don't know."
So your husband cooks?
Yes, for
professionally?
Yes.
For the DSS
Yes.
officer? But he lives with him or he comes home every day?
No, he comes home every day.
Oh, okay.
He comes home every day. But sometimes, like, he told me he's traveling. I never knew, like, maybe if the man has, like, he has, like, a program, and my husband cook for them. He would tell me he's traveling. I never knew he was going to cook. Yes. I never knew.
So what happened when they picked you guys up?
Yeah, when they picked me up, they picked him, they picked my mom, and we started crying. I was shaking. Inside the days, Saxman said I should calm down. It looks as if I've never been here before. I say, "Yes, sir." He now told me that what brought me here is because of my husband, that he has an issue with the DSS. And my husband was like, "Sorry." Right in that Sax place, he was pleading that he's sorry. Then the Saxman now told me that look at things they got inside his car. It belongs
Your husband
to.
have a car
Yeah, he has a car.
that he drives?
Yeah, his personal
Okay.
car.
Okay.
I said, look at the thing they got from his car that it belongs to the DSS. Me, I wasn't even aware of it. There are things.
What are the items inside the car?
Yeah, the searchman showed me a laptop.
The same laptop that he gave to you?
Yeah, the same laptop was inside of it, inside the package he took from the DSS. And Apple laptop too, and phone, and money too, cash.
Cash, how much?
I can't count, but it's bundle, like it's a bond. Yeah, the cash is burned like two bundle, but it's a new money, like a new money that you just withdraw immediately. Yeah. Then the salesman said to me, "What do you know about all of this?" I said, "I don't know anything." Then the security man that worked with the DSS now said, "Ma, tell me anything you know, like what have you discovered, even when you're staying with him?" And I said, "The only thing I know is just that he gave me his phone. Just recently, he gave me his phone, and the alert that was coming inside his phone was strange.
Money alert?
Yeah, money alert. And it was, I called the amount for him. And when I called the amount for him, and the security man said, "That's all, that there's no issue, that I'm going home." They took me to my husband's house and they told me to pick my things. Yeah, they took
After
both
you mentioned the amount of money.
Yeah.
Okay.
They took both him, they took me to my husband's house, they scattered the place, they researched the place, and then they told me to pick my things from my husband's house, which I did. And I went to my parents' house with my first pregnancy. I stayed with my parents for 2 weeks. Then after that 2 weeks, that's when they bailed him from SAC's office. They bailed him from SAC's office, and my mom now said that I'm no longer going to stay with my parents, that I should go back to my husband's house. I said I'm not going back to him again. My mom now said, what will people say? That I'm married not too long. I came staying with my parents with pregnancy, that I should go back to my husband's house. My neighbor too were pleading that I should go back. I went back with the document, his own personal document the SAT people gave me because they found it inside his car. Like his own land, the landed documents and the house he built in Muscat. They found it inside his car, they gave me the document. I went back to him with the bag untouched and I gave it to him. And he checked the bag and the only thing he said to me was he's sorry, that I should forgive him, that it didn't work. Then we stayed for that week. We stayed for that week to a month. Then he opened a shop for me, a supermarket.
In that area?
Yeah, in that area.
With which money?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't know. He opened the supermarket for me, and he opened the supermarket. That's when he opened the supermarket for me. Not too long I put to bed. Yeah, not too long I put to bed. After when I put to bed, he said his brother would be looking after the supermarket. Then me, I will stay at home. I have no access to the supermarket actually. I was complaining about that. My mom said I should just calm down. But there's something I discovered inside him and my mom. He flow with my mom more than me, his wife. There are things he tells my mom he has never told me. Then my mom said calm down. Then after that, then that period. Sorry, I'm trying to remember because I'm long. Then my baby was growing up. My baby was growing up, and
that's your first baby, right?
My first baby.
Now you went back and gave birth.
Yeah,
right?
in
Was
his
the
house.
first baby. Good.
Yeah.
Then he opened you the supermarkets.
Yeah.
During this period of your first birth.
Yes.
Now he says you stay home because you just gave birth.
Yes, ma'am.
So his brother will be taking care
of the
supermarket.
Yes, ma'am.
And your mom saying it's okay.
Yes,
and you can just still be there, right?
Yes,
good.
In his house. Then after that, then later on, because the DSS stop him from coming to his house. He's no longer working
with the DSS. So that means the DSS have cleared you.
Yes.
You don't have any issue with DSS anymore.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Then he was staying at home. Then after the whole issue settled down, he got a job again with Peter Obi.
With Peter Obi?
Yeah, with Peter
As
Obi.
what?
As the same chef.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Abuja?
Yeah, in Abuja.
With Peter Obi?
Yeah, with Peter Obi. Because Peter Obi came to my house.
To your house?
Yeah.
Where?
A massacre there.
To do what?
Yeah, he came and he was accusing my husband of money, like taking his money.
Peter Obi came to your house?
Yes, he came to search the house, even with his phone, him and his wife.
Peter Obi?
Yes.
Is it during this election period?
No,
or
not during the
now?
election, before the election period.
Wait a minute, because I need to understand. Are you on medication?
No, I'm not.
Do you take anything?
No, I'm not.
Now, why did you contact the show?
Yeah, I have an issue, and they took my daughter from me, and they took my late husband's property from me. That's why I contacted the show to help me get my daughter back.
Now, how old is your daughter? Is that your first daughter?
Yeah, that's my first daughter they took from me.
How many kids do you have?
Just two girls.
Okay, so where are the kids now?
The second one is with me. Why the first one is with them in Muscat?
With which people?
My late husband's junior brother. and his wife.
They took your daughter from you.
Yes.
How?
Yeah, actually, she was staying with me. She was staying with me because after that period, no, I don't know. There's something that came inside of him. Like he did beat me up. He started beating me up for no reason. Like he don't want me to have a male friend. Even my classmate, I don't have their numbers on my phone. If I have a male friend or I have a classmate number, like if he won't ask me, he'll just start dating me. Or maybe I go out to buy something and I come late, he'll say I go to a boyfriend house. Or he went to work, he'll say his brother called him that I went to a man's house. Like what too much. He was bit like he hardly eat my food. He hardly eat my food, he hardly sleep in my bed. Then I was carrying my first daughter.
That's during the first pregnancy?
Yes, during the first
I thought
pregnancy.
you were with your mom at some point.
No, my mom sent me back to him when I was pregnant.
Okay.
No, I delivered my first daughter in his house. Yes.
So at this point, he wasn't sleeping with you again?
No, he wasn't.
And maybe because of the pregnancy?
No, I put to bed.
Okay, you've put to bed already?
Yeah, I put to bed. It just that I put to bed. I was carrying the baby, but like he was like accusing me that his brother said I cheat, that I do sleep with men, that if he goes to work, I go out to sleep with men, which I've never done something like that before. But like that's his own complaint.
Then he started hitting on you?
Yeah, he started beating me.
Okay.
I even called my mom. I told my mom about it. I told my mom that my husband don't hardly eat my food and he used to beat me.
Okay.
And my mom, the only thing my mom said that every marriage has its own up and down, that every marriage has its own problem, that I should face my own, that I should face my marriage. That's what she said, and I never called her again. But my late husband called her, and when, like, he told my mom that see what I did, even when I know what I did not do, like, my mom will come and my mom will beg him. Instead of begging me, my mom will plead with him, and he will calm down and start afresh. We start living normal.
Why did they take the child from you? That's why did they take the child from you? How old is the child?
No, the child was, when they took the child from me, she was a year and 3 months.
A year and 3 months?
Yes.
How long has it been now?
Yeah, it has been long before I took him from no, when I gave birth.
Yeah?
Yeah, when I gave birth in my mother's house.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when they took the child from me.
Before your husband died?
Yeah, before my husband died.
But your husband was aware of them taking the child from you?
It wasn't them that took the child from me. It was my mom that called my husband to come and carry my first daughter
away from you?
Yeah.
So why do you want the child now when your mom was the one asking them to come and then the child has been with them? How old is the child now?
She's 6 years now.
So it's 5 years ago?
Yes, ma'am.
5 years ago?
Yes, ma'am.
She's with them?
Yes, ma'am.
A year-old child?
Yes, ma'am.
And your husband was alive at the time?
Yeah, my husband was alive.
And he agreed for them to carry the child?
He was the one that carried the child.
Why didn't you insist at the time that you want your child to be with you?
My second daughter my first daughter don't want me to breastfeed the second one. She said I should carry her alone. She was crying that I should not carry her sister. That's why my mama took her so that my husband will come and carry her. So I should stay with him and the second one will stay with me.
This is so very, very funny. You have a year-old child. Now your other child is crying that she wants to be alone. And then they took the child from you when your husband was alive.
Yes.
Now, in between, at least even if it's within 1 year, why didn't you ask for your child to come back, knowing that this one is already growing?
No, she was staying with my husband.
Yeah?
She was staying with my husband. And she was staying with my husband, she was going to school.
Yes.
It was when my husband died. That's when the brother took hold of the child.
Because the child has been with them already.
Yeah.
And now you want the child back after 6 years or after 5 years.
Why I needed the child back? Because of the injury.
What injury?
I have it on my phone. Like there was wound on her head and on her body. They're not taking good care of the child.
Can you bring the phone, please? Let's see. Let's have the phone. If we can project it.
Okay, ma'am.
If it's possible for us to see because I want to really understand the story. And then I'm coming to the picture will be, guys, if you just tuned in, we're having this spontaneous, this lady contacted us online, and because we try to hear people's story. So because you don't know what is going on in people's mind. Someone committed suicide not so long because probably no one listened to him. But when you give people the listening ears, you never can tell. The story might not make sense, but how will she open it?
Let me open it.
Don't worry. Bring it. Go and get it. It's okay. Okay, she'll give it to you guys. Sure. Let us take a picture. Let us see the angel she's talking about. Because whatever has to do with minors, I saw a video where an adult, raped a 4-year-old girl. Now, the story is that the guy went to visit the mother because he's owing the mother 3,000 naira. Now, when he went there, he saw kids are playing in the living room. And this guy fingered the child and slept with the child. Whatever has to do with minors. Because I have kids, and I don't imagine, you understand, a mom being separated from her child. So if the story is true, then wherever the child is and whoever is keeping the child, I don't know the story because you cannot hear one side alone. But please, if this story is true and the child is really with someone else, please let the mother be united without CCI. Okay, so we're going to show you. So what happened to her? You said she was injured?
Yeah, she has injury on her head and she's not well taken care of.
She fell or what?
No, like they're not taking care of her. Like there's boil on her hair all over and on her body.
How did you find out when you were staying with her?
I took them on away and I went there. I went to my scarf with one of my friends on Faithful Day. And when I went there, I went to my late husband's compound. I was knocking and a woman rushed to me and greeted me. And the baby was by her side. And the baby was shouting, Mom. I couldn't even recognize that it was my own baby. It was my friend that said, this is comfort. I looked.
You couldn't recognize your own daughter.
Like if you see the way she was on skirt and her hair was like boiled all over. Like they're not even taking care of her.
So that was the point that you wanted. So now we're coming to now. Where else have you gone to air your story?
Yeah, I went to Human Rights.
Human Rights Radio?
Yeah, I went to Human Rights Radio.
Okay, what happened?
Yeah, when I went there, I first of all called him on air. Whoa. And I called Dr. Ahmed Issa, Honorable Ahmed Issa. I called him on air and he told me to come over to Human Rights. But when I went there and I told him everything, and he gave me an appointment to come.
So what happened?
Yeah, I went the day he told me to come. And after talking to him, but before that incident, a lady slumped at the front of the Human Rights Radio, at the front of their compound there.
And everybody was running. Issues.
Everybody was running from her, and I took the courage and I went close because people were pouring her water, so we're praying, and she was giving up. I took the courage, I went to the road, I started begging people to help us. A man who came to board phone, he told the driver, the man that came to pick the phone for him, he told the man to leave the phone and go and help me carry the girl. We're 4 that carried the girl to the hospital. So when I reached the hospital, the doctor said it was me he wanted to see. I went there and I told the doctor, I don't have money. Seriously, I don't know the girl from anywhere. I met her, this is my first time of meeting her in Human Rights. Me, I came to with my own issue. That was it. When I told him everything, Nan said no, that it's not like that, that he just wants to know how I met the girl. I said I don't know the girl from anywhere. I saw the girl slumped on the ground with her baby, a 6 month baby, and everybody was running from her. And that's what he now told me that I should not worry myself. I should give him Ahmed's number, which I did. Because the number they mentioned in their radio, I did, and I gave him, and he told me to go home. I went home, and he hasn't called. He hasn't called me. I know that, yeah, Dr. Melissa has settled that one.
This is really strange. I want people to call him. Because Dr. Isa Ahmed, that I know, that I've heard the stories, even live, people that he doesn't know, you understand? They come there sick, he calls the hospital, he calls doctors to come get people from there to do surgeries, to do eye, everything. So probably this did not happen inside.
No, not inside the compound. It's just in front of his gates. Just inside not inside the main compound, not inside the studio, the front of the studio.
That means something is not aware of because, yeah. Anyways, I want to know about how Peter will have connection with your husband.
Yeah, my husband worked with him as a chef. Yeah, my husband worked with him as a chef. I don't know when he got the job.
Was it after the DSS issue?
Yeah, after the DSS issue.
What year was this?
2018, right? 2018, yeah.
Was when he started working with Peter Obi?
Yeah, that was when he started working with Peter Obi. 2018, right? Yeah.
So at this time, you are already pregnant with the second child?
Yeah, when he started working with Peter Obi, I was pregnant with my second child. Yeah. I was pregnant with the second child.
And Peter Obi came to your house?
Yeah, him and his wife.
To your house?
To my house.
In Massacre?
Yeah.
To do what?
I actually, I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. He took a camera, he took his phone. He used his phone to screen the roof.
Of your house?
Of the house.
He's planning to build you guys another house?
No, because they came on search.
Search?
Yeah, they came on search. I don't think that thing looks like building another house. They came on search.
Peter Obi came to your house to search your house?
Yeah.
By himself, with his wife?
Yeah, him and his wife with the DSS.
Again?
Yeah.
Are you in any kind of trauma?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Are you seeing a doctor?
No, I'm not.
You're not going for counseling?
No, I'm not going to counseling.
You've not seen any doctor?
No, I've not seen any doctor before. I'm not. Because even when he left, when he finished that thing, he came outside and asked me, he said, "You speak well." Peter Obi himself. He said, "You speak well."
Yeah, you speak well.
That's what he told me. He said, "You speak well, that he's going to help me. If only I would tell him like things about my husband."
Wait, let me not cut you here. What happened? Why did they come to your house to search your house, Peter Obi and his wife, and DSS again?
My husband did not tell me, but I've heard him say the money is missing.
In Peter Obi's house?
Yeah.
Your husband stole in Peter Obi's house?
I don't know.
But DSS came again?
Yeah.
And then they arrested you again the second time?
No, they didn't take me. They take only him. The only thing he just told me was that he's going to help me if only I will tell him the things that I know about my husband.
So how come he didn't tell you? How come he didn't help you?
No, I don't know what transpired between him and my husband. And I told him I don't know. I said, "Sir, I don't know anything about him. And I don't know anything that transpired between you and my husband." He now said, okay. He now drive off with his DSS. He came with his own personal car. And
He
the DSS
drove?
came. Yeah. No, he entered his car, his own car, and drove off. And the DSS took my husband and drove off too.
Because Peter Obi cannot just send the DSS to come to your house without being there. How come he's there with his wife?
I said he came with his wife.
So that means your husband took something that is so much of a value?
I don't really know what transpired between the both of them.
So wait a minute. Now, Now, why did you come on the show? You want your child, and then with this DSS issue that you're going on with.
And why you even came on the show, please? I want to advise, like, ladies should be careful. Please don't rush into marriage. Like, don't allow your parents, like, tell you what to do. Because sometimes like this, even when you do it, they will leave you at the stage of where you need them most. Like, they will leave you to yourself.
What pain are you going through? What is happening in your life?
Yes, I'm talking to you now. I'm having a brain issue.
Brain issue. I'm saying, have you seen a doctor?
No, I'm not.
Do you sleep at night?
I hardly sleep at night because if it starts, like, my head as if it's want to blow off. Like, I don't know.
But do you recognize people when you see them?
Yeah, I recognize people when I see them. Yeah.
So now you want your child back.
Yeah, I want my child.
And your mom cannot help you.
My mom and my dad said they don't want to have anything to do with the family.
What's the name of your brother-in-law? Have you called him?
I have not called him since when I came.
What's his name?
I don't know his name, but the name I know him was Papa Precious.
Papa Precious.
Yeah,
that's
Papa
your
Precious. The
husband?
one, yeah, my late husband elder brother in Lagos.
Okay, that's what you call him.
Yeah, Papa Precious. Yeah.
Okay. So he has your child.
No, he's not the one that has the child.
Who is the one that has your child?
It's Bramonde.
Okay.
Yeah, the one in Masca here.
Have you called him to say, please, I want my daughter back? And he said no?
No, like, he's like, the way he behaves means he don't want me to, like, have the baby. Because something like this, last year, that was the last time he came to my house. Last year he came to my father's house, my daughter, December, and the way he carried my first daughter, and he don't, like, he not allow the girl to, like, embrace me, come close. Like, he carried her immediately when he dropped what he bought. He carried my daughter and left. The day I went there, I called him. I told him, because I did tell him that I was coming. I called him and I told him that, please, I'm with my daughter here in Masca. And he said, where is the wife? I see your wife is not here. Where are the children? I see the children is not here. It's only my daughter and the elder brother, son that is there. As immediately he called the call, he called his junior brother to go out. His junior brother just appeared and collected my daughter. As you see the way he, like, carried my daughter, carried his senior brother's son, and they left.
So what do you do presently now to help him? So now you have one child with you now. Now what are you doing presently to help you and your child?
Yeah, actually, I'm not doing anything for now. But before I sell corn, like, well, I see it's not moving, I stopped. But for now, I'm not doing anything.
Have you tried to get a job?
Yeah, I've tried to get a job, but if I go to get a job and I tell them I'm a widow, they'll tell me, see me in a hotel.
Yeah. I don't understand. Because you're a widow, that's why they have to see you in the hotel?
Yeah, I've tried it.
How many places have you gone for employment? Yeah,
so many places. I've tried one closer to us here in building material here, and the man said to me that I should see him in the hotel if I want both of us to discuss. The white man owned Numtaku. Like, my friend was the one that got the job for me, and when I told him, he said that I'm going to do massage for him. I said I can't do massage.
Do you know how to massage?
No, I don't. He said before he would give me the job that I'm going to do massage and just only him. That I'll massage him. I said I can't do it. Then he now said that he's going to give me anything I want, that I should do massage for him. I said I can't do it.
But massage is massage now. Did he tell you something different?
Yeah, he said I'm going to massage him in his house.
Yeah, people go to house to massage. I don't understand. If he's going to pay you to massage him.
Without light, man.
Without light?
Yes, ma'am.
How can I take, why no light?
That's what he said.
Oh, he was telling you that you massage him inside the dark.
Yeah.
But if there's no light, how will you see him to massage him?
I don't know. Because that's what he said. So later on, when I told him no, I left his office and he sent me a message. He said that the job is not for me. That's what he said to me. He said the job is not for me. So this early this year, I sent him a message and I greeted him, and he said that he want me to be his mistress.
Oh, okay. The white man is married.
Yeah.
He wants to be his mistress.
Yeah, he want me to be his mistress, which I said no.
Okay.
The message is still there. I
On
said
your
no
phone?
to
Okay.
I said no to him. Then that was it. He didn't give me the job, and
Because you're beautiful. So that means now now the challenge you have for getting a job is men asking to sleep with you,
yes,
to
ma'am.
have sex with you,
Yes, ma'am.
before they can offer you a job.
Yes, ma'am.
And then now it's almost offering. What kind of things can you do with your hands?
Yeah, I can make hair. Like, I can plait hair very well, but I didn't go for the training.
Now the jobs you are looking for, what kind of job are you looking for?
I was looking for secretary job.
How will you be secretary when you're not trained?
Yeah, that before I got married to my late husband, that's what I was doing.
Okay,
I was working as a secretary in building material when I was single.
Okay, building materials.
Yeah, when I was single.
I see. So it's something you know how to do.
Yeah, how to do very well.
And now you go back. Now that you're married and your husband is dead, now they want to sleep with you.
Yeah, to give me the job.
But before now, when you got the job, when you were working as a secretary, did they ask to sleep with you?
No.
You just got the job then?
Yeah, I just got the job.
I don't know if this is a very common story because actually a lady, this one, I met a lady sometime in the market and she did tell me that she's been looking for a job. She is married and the man called her at night and asked her to see him, privately if she wants the job. And this was a ministry job. Now she came and she was telling me the story. She told her husband, he calls at night and said, can we meet tomorrow on Saturday? So if this is the only way women can get a job, I think women should sit up. Because a woman can as well call a man and ask him that. Because why would the price to get a job be to have sex? Not what you can do and how well you can do it. Anyway, I feel so sad for this powerful story. And now that is to work. Have you gone back to where you used to work before for the building materials?
No, where I used to work before. Yes. They already have someone and they're not looking for
anyone
else. It was somebody that, like, the building material I went to was somebody that took me there to the man. That man was looking for a secretary and I went there. Meeting the man, thinking that, having the hope that I'm going to get the job because I've done the work before. But he was saying that I should meet him in the hotel. Yes.
Okay.
If I get the job.
Yeah. So if you go to the hotel, he will not give you the job.
Yeah, he will not give me the job.
Wow.
But even though I go to the hotel, surely he might sack me one day. Yeah. Even though I get the job, one day he might sack me, and that's...
So now, I want to understand, the only reason why you contacted the show was to talk to the public on how people is it to talk to your husband people to give you your child back, or for them to give you the properties?
Yeah, why I contacted the show was for the world to help me get my daughter back, and if they can help me get the property back, so I can use it to sustain my two daughters. That's just it. And I want to still beg this one going up. Please, we should not follow, not all the advice we take from our parents. Please.
Now, are you regretting the action, or is your mom regretting the action? Do you have hatred or anger for your mom? Have you forgiven your mom? What's going on in your house?
Actually, I'm regretting everything because I wish I could withdraw the hand of time backward. Like, I would have fixed it, but it's too late. That's why I'm not in good time with my mom. It's not like when I was single that I share personal issue with her. I hardly share my personal issue with my mom. I prefer sharing with outsiders than sharing my mom.
How do you guys relate now? Well, you're still with your mom right now.
Yeah, still my mom.
So how do you relate when You cannot keep married with your mom. How do you relate with her?
Yeah, I greet her normally and I walk my way, like just tell my own. She's on her own. If she needs anything, I give her, but like fetching water for her, washing her clothes, I do it. But like sharing personal issue, my mom, no.
So when you make hair, do they pay you? How do you have small money to buy, like, as a woman, small powder for your face, sanitary pad, something?
No, my church where I attend dunamis, like they help a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, they help a lot. Like some of them give me money, cash, right? Some transfer to my account. For me, you start off something like use it to help your baby and help yourself.
So what have you tried to start up?
I've started com business and it's not working. And that might yourself, if you start a com business, they buy it on credit. Before they pay back, it takes a long time.
Your story is, you know, because now what killed your husband? I'm so sorry. May so rest in peace. Do you have suspicion about his death? Or are they accusing you? Do you have any issue with that? Or it's okay, you know everything about that. So you don't talk about it, except there's a problem about his death.
Actually, he was sick, but I I don't see that as sickness because someone met me and said that it was me. 'Cause I even told my dad when I came home. They said it was me that they wanted taken, not my husband. That because I was drunk, that's why they took my husband.
Which people?
I don't know. He didn't tell me, but he said my husband has issue.
Which
My husband
people?
has issue with these people. I don't know.
With his own family?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
Yeah, the brother came in and said he was sick. Brother came in and said he was sick. But there was the day he came in, he said his tummy. I don't think it's sickness. Maybe it's poison.
Like someone poisoned him
Maybe someone poisoned him.
from his place of work or
From them, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe from the meeting people. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, I don't know.
So now, how do you put your life together? And
It's hard.
what are your plans?
It's hard. Yes, it's
I know,
hard.
what's your plan? I mean, in your mind, what are you planning? What do you want to put it together?
Like, I just want the property back and want my daughter back. Then I'll go back to school. Then I can see if I can pick any broken things from my life.
When you say property, what kind of property are you talking about?
Yeah,
And where are the property?
he has a land. He has a big house in Masca, and he has a land and he has a shop too in Masca.
How many shops?
As a long shops.
Okay.
Yeah, into 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this his money or the money he stole?
No, this one is his money.
That he used to build. How come you're setting when you didn't know much about him?
Yeah, because why I say his money was that he built the house before this incident
before
happened.
he got into this job.
Yeah, it should.
Okay. And after all this thing, from the beginning you didn't want to marry him.
Yeah.
Now you know that he's involved with crime, with the first place, and then with Peter Obi, according to you.
Yeah.
How come you still want to be having things? I mean, why do you want to stay? And why did you say stay with him? I'm not, because of course you're married, I know, but what did you do to show the public that you're not in support of this crime, of this problem? What did you show?
I was that's why I told you I was a little girl. I don't have that experience about all of this. The only thing I did was I begged my mom to come back
to the house.
Yeah, to the house to stay with them. I don't want to marry again. I begged her and she said no. She said no, that I can't come to her house to stay with her. That's it. Because then I was carrying my first pregnancy. I begged her with the first issue that happened. I was begging her. I said I don't want to marry again. I stay with her. She was talking about what would people say. Now, what are people saying now that I'm staying without my second child? As
Have you gone to the church to narrate your story?
yeah, yeah, I've gone. Yeah, I've gone to the church.
And they know the story.
Yeah, they know the story.
Okay. Have they tried to come to intervene, to go to the family to say give her a job?
No, I've not gone to Dr. Paul. No, Mom.
You must not go. You must not go to them. They have people in place.
The only thing they told me was they said I should try and go to police and get a policeman to my late husband's house and see if they will allow me take the baby. But if they still insist that I'm not going to take the baby, that's when they'll pick the case up.
Yeah, because these kind of stories are very common with the Bracketa family. And people always, get a result when they go. Because for you to say you went there and he said, what did he say to you?
Yeah, he said to me that he said I'm not that I'm a spy, that I'm there to spy him. I'm working from them. His enemy sent me to spy him.
Because that is one place that I'm sure that if you're there, there's no how, because they know the village chiefs. They will call the village chiefs and they want to talk to your husband's, late husband's brother.
Yeah.
Because there might be something else. Because why I'm having some, do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, if your husband died, now when he died was when they came and carried the children and the property. You see, it's different. Now your husband was alive and they took the child. So that's where...
No, the child was with him when he was alive. The child was with him when he was alive. And secondly, no, I didn't go. I didn't go to his burial when he died.
Why didn't you go for his burial?
My parents and my dad and my mom said if I go, I shouldn't return back to the family house.
What?
Yes. I can put it on speaker, you hear it from them.
What?
They said if I go to his burial, I should not return back to the family house.
Wait a minute. There is something that is not right. I don't get it.
Yeah, I told you he do beat me up with pregnancy.
But and even at that time, your mom still wants you to go. So if your mom and him have a good relationship, why would they say don't go to his burial?
Yeah, like my second doctor that he beat me and sent me out. My parents came to carry me from his area there because I was staying with a widow when I went to stay with my parents. And I called him to settle the case. He said he don't want me again, that he wants his baby. That's what he said.
Please, people, if you know Miss Lovett and you know the family story, we don't know the story. We're only hearing from her side. If you're the uncle, if you're the brother's, the husband's brother, and these stories, if they are not the way you think it is said, please reconcile with her. Let her daughter be reconciled with her. Maybe that can give her some sense, some closure, because she really wants her daughter. In everything she said here, I think that is what I think she really wants, her daughter to be with her, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then the properties?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you want the properties too?
Yeah, but I want my daughter. Even though I can't get the property, just my daughter.
Okay, so she wants her daughter. But these stories, even if it's somehow, look, there are so many things that one can take from the story. Marry someone that you want to get married to. Don't let pressure, for whatever reason, make you to go into marriage. Marriage, they say, is not a bed of roses. You won't understand that until you're married. Just imagine you staying with one man or one woman, say he's your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and you're living together for 2 years. Living together. I tell you, the first time you guys met and the 2 years later, it's not the same. It's not the same. So make your right choices and let your head be correct. Think right and make the right decision. Don't let people around you to influence certain decisions that you make, especially when it comes to getting married. Because you can break up your relationship, but marriage, when you're in, you're in. And when the marriage is not working, you alone can face or will face the problem. People around might not believe you because I think this lady needs some help. Because the stories are just, you understand what I'm saying? Well, at least you can take something out of this whole story. I don't know why no one has called into the number, but if you call in later and you have questions to ask, I cannot answer your questions because she won't be here. Or we can as well send the questions to her because she found us on social media and she's here. Because this story is really, things like this happen, but we don't know your own story. Do you have a story and you want to share? Don't forget, you can come and share your story. We give you ears. It doesn't matter what the story sounds like. Subscribe to the Kaine Kranda Show. We are here for you. And we love you because without you, we won't be here. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us. We love you. Bye for now.